Hello, good people. Today I'm bringing to you another episode of In Spite of. Today I want to talk to you about something that's very important. I always have this saying, change your thoughts, change your life. And it's so true. We all want more time. We all say that we need more time. And I want to talk about time today. That precious 4-letter word, time. The thing about time is neither for you or against you. It's all about how you utilize it. What do I mean by that? I'm glad you asked. When we decide that we want to change things in our lives, we always say we need time. Let's take a breakup, for example. You were seeing someone, or you was dating someone, or maybe even married to someone, and that situation came to an end. And when that situation came to an end, you have those people that's in your corner that says, hey, just take your time. Get over it. Take your time and heal. Take your time and find yourself again. These are the things that you will hear. And the word that always comes up is time. Or if you lose someone close to you, you may hear people say, it's going to take time. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe in the processes that we have to go through. And it's usually called the stages of grief that we all have to go through. And obviously, the word time is associated with that. But if you catch this and you understand and grasp this point that I'm about to make, it will change your life. Time changes when we change our thought process. Prime example, I have, like most people, been in relationships before that have come to an end. And again, I heard those, just take your time. It's just going to take time. Once the time is over, time has passed. It could be a year, it could be 2 years, no matter what time frame it is for you, right? Well, I remember leaving a relationship, or I was actually fighting for the relationship, and then I said, at a certain point, after fighting, I said, you know what? This person doesn't want to be in this relationship, and she's not going to change. And I had to come to some realizations within myself. So I did. I waited for her one day, and when I saw her, I said, hey. And just like that, I said, hey. And she says, yes. And I said, I'm going to give you what you want. And she says, what's that? And I said, I'm going to give you a divorce. And she said, thank you. And I said, you're welcome. And she left my area. I walked away. And I remember this smirk came across my face. And the reason why I smirked is because at the departure of her was the departure of that relationship, my feelings, and everything else went with it. Why? In that very moment, I can honestly say, it shifted for me because this shifted. I said, no more. I'm done. So even if you wait a year, 6 months, 2 years, the only thing that's changing is the way you think about it. Not necessarily the time. It's just how you're thinking. So sometimes it may take time to change the way that you're thinking. But understand, you have that control. When I say I left that relationship in that moment, I was done. Now, don't get me wrong. Doesn't mean that if you really sincerely care about somebody, really sincerely love someone, that leaves. The love never leaves. Love is energy. Love cannot be created nor destroyed. So it has to shift. It doesn't necessarily leave, it just shifts. And for me, I shifted the whole, relationship away from me and looked at it in a different way, in a very different way. So it doesn't dissipate, it doesn't leave you. You just change the way that you think about it. So in that instance, in that situation, it was no longer an us. I cut myself completely emotionally and mentally off. Excuse me, I'm in my backyard taping today because it's such a beautiful day here, and I hear the truck for the mail truck. All right. So when you change your thought, when you change the way that you're thinking about a situation, your emotions will shift. What controls your emotions? Your emotions are controlled by your thought patterns. What you think directly links to how you feel. So when you change this, you actually change this. It doesn't have to be with malice. It doesn't have to be with ill intent. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. You can shift it to as positive or negative as you choose to do so. So I want you to come away from this little conversation today with understanding that time, we always say that if I had more time, you have to make the most of your time in the moment, because time is neither your friend nor your enemy, but it's just something that's there. In our duality, the fact that we're having a human experience in this garage body of ours is what is the reason why we have time. You're going to get older. We're all going to eventually meet a fate out of this body and out of this spiritual realm and out of this realm and go back into the spiritual realm. So those are things, that is something to think about. And try it, just try it. It could be a situation that you're dealing with. And what keeps us in that place is that the thoughts does not change right away. So if I'm grieving the loss of someone and I constantly think about the fact that they're not here and that they're not going to be here and that I'm going to miss this and I'm going to miss that, and guess what? You're going to stay right in that emotional place. And there's nothing wrong with reminiscing. There's nothing wrong with missing someone. No one's saying that there's something wrong with that, but it's your thoughts is what keeps you in the emotional state that you're in. So when you change your thoughts, the emotional state will change with that as well. So nothing leaves. Feelings don't leave. They also energy, and energy doesn't dissipate. It cannot be created nor destroyed, so it doesn't leave you. You just learn how to shift it by changing your thoughts. You change your thoughts, I promise you would change the rest of your life. We stay in negative situations and we stay bounded by negative feelings because of the way in which we're thinking. Change your thoughts. Try it. Comment below. Please hit me up and let me know how it goes for you. Give it 7 days on a situation that you're dealing with and you're saying, man, I can't get out of this feeling, or I can't move from this emotional place. Try to change your thoughts. Change your thoughts. Every time you start to get that thought that puts you in that negative place, change that thought. Think of something else. Think of a positive thought. Think of something opposite of that thought. Just change your thoughts. Do it for 7 days and see how it works for you. And see if what I'm saying is not the truth. You change your thoughts, you change your life. Comment below. Please, if you like this video, please share it. Subscribe to the channel. I'm new to YouTube, but I'm coming up with a whole lot of content that will change your life. And in spite of your situation and mine, we can learn to live our best life in spite of all of the things that, contrast that comes with being in this body and being in this human garage and living this thing we call life, which is a beautiful thing, by the way. It's all about how you think about it. It's all about what you perceive to be your life and how you want the rest of your life to live out. Your life can change this very moment. Just go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification, and I will be coming, I promise you, I'll be coming up with videos daily, so you guys will always be enlightened in a very different way. I know that my purpose on earth is to help people live and turn their trials into triumphs, and I do all of that through my nonprofit Truth, and you will see more about that in videos coming up as I kick off some donation drives and things like that to help make somebody else's life better and to put a smile on someone else's face. So until next video, I will see you later. Be blessed. Remember, change your thought, you will change your life. See you next time.